In the early 2000s, I began singing at an annual fundraising concert for an organization called Canadian Aid for Southern Sudan. In 2007, I made my first trip to South Sudan with a group of volunteers. We stay at a small village called Gordim. One of my main roles while I'm there is helping to deliver a music and art camp to the children. Back in 2007, when I did my first camp, we had about 25 or 30 kids. This past January, we had over 400. You can imagine the children all sitting under a big mahogany tree. Some of them are, well, most of them are sitting on the ground. Some of them are sitting on pieces of brick or pieces of wood. And they're all there ready to have some fun for the next couple of hours. Camp involves singing and sometimes dancing. The children are drawing pictures and making glasses out of pipe cleaners and just having a lot of fun. Sometimes we might end camp that day with a parade, which would involve lining the kids up and giving them their paper streamers that they had made at camp that day. And then we would march around the village singing a song, and this would allow the parents and all the other villagers to enjoy watching the kids and see how much fun they had at camp that day. Going to the same area, Gordim, year after year, has allowed all the volunteers to develop really deep friendships with the people there. We really feel like we're part of the community, part of the family. And one of the friendships that I have made over the years is with a young lady. Her name is Angelina. I've known Angelina since 2007, and recently she and her husband had their first baby, a baby girl. Angelina had contacted me to tell me that she had the baby, and she had told me that she wanted me to give the baby her Christian name. And I was quite moved and taken by the fact that she was asking me to name the baby. So I told Angelina that I would need a day or two to think about it, because I really wanted to think of a name that would be special to Mom and Dad and to the girl as she grew up, and give the baby a name that meant something. So after giving it some thought, I came up with the name Grace. And I had told Angelina and hoped that she liked the name, and she did like the name. So I'm proud to say that the baby's name is Grace, and Angelina had told me that she wanted me to name the baby because the baby was my daughter as well. So I was quite taken by that. At the end of camp daily, we have the children line up so that we can give them a drink of water and a couple of cookies, because that might be the only thing that they have to drink and to eat for that day. I kindly ask your consideration to help us raise funds for this year's camp. You would help put smiles on the faces of many children.